if anybody has any tips or suggestions on how you um, get to doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, right? Like, what do you do to get moving on your goals, if you want to call them that, or things that you know instinctually you're supposed to be doing?
I'm more of like a non-confrontational type of person, and I just like hated it, and it forced me to grow.
My baby is my greatest blessing, but she's also the biggest change I've ever experienced in my life.
Old lady cleaning the bathroom, and we're just like, oh, you got a maid, like you're not my roommate. She was my roommate.
I do need for him to, be able to control his emotions and control himself and not just want to pop
off. I need to know that you got me. If something goes down, I don't need you pushing me towards the danger.
I don't know if it was like a big lizard or a little iguana.
It's not me. It ain't me. We're done because I'm passed out.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people also, like when I listen to celebrity interviews, I feel like a lot of them are kind of like they needed to just make money. And so they stuck with it and it became their thing. And it also sounds like once you stick with something long enough, you will find a version of you in doing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, that may be tied to what you feel like you're supposed to be doing. So like once you actually start and get going, you'll find a lane within that area that relates to you. Like that's kind of what I feel like, what I hear them say.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess with me, speaking on, Chrissy, you made the comment, you were saying that you stick with it long enough that you will find a version of you within that. I don't know. Like, I think I have mixed emotions about it only because, like for me, prime example, I do cakes. So I've been doing it for so long that it gets to a point that if you don't ever reassess yourself, see where you are, see how you can grow, how things can, change or whatever, I think you eventually lose yourself, especially when you're having a business that is benefiting other people. And I think for me, it's like I kind of lost my passion for it because when I first started, it was just like, I didn't care. Like, I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to create. And it was fun. But then when it became, like, in my mind, like another job and more work than my full-time job, it's kind of like, it's not really fun for me anymore. It's a job. And that's what I'm trying to do at this point, is rediscover my passion for what I know is my talent, because you can have many talents and you could be good in all of these different areas, but sometimes your talent is not as good if you don't have the passion for it. Like anytime you go to a job, you can tell the people that really love their job and the people that really hate their job. Because it shows in how, their work is, the results they get, the people, how you make people feel. And it's just like, for me now, I feel like because I haven't been doing it as often, I do like a cake here and there, but lately it's like, okay, now I'm getting back to me. Like now I want to create more. Now I want to try like different things, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like I reawaken why I started in the beginning. But at one point, it just felt like I kind of lost myself. And I think that's with anybody. Like, I think you just, even though the longer you have to do it, I think sometimes you do have to take a step back and look and see where you are, how you can grow, and, the reason why you're still doing it. Because if you just, keep going, it almost becomes like a robot, like a assembly line. It's just like you're not really doing it for you anymore. You're just doing it. It kind of like existing. So I do agree, the longer you do things, then you can, but I still feel like you still have to have that passion with it as well. Because you don't want to just be doing it just to be doing it. Like, you want to actually enjoy what it is that you do. And I think that makes a difference in somebody sticking to their goals, sticking to their business plan, and them stopping before it's ever done. Because if you don't really enjoy it, then you're not going to have that motivation to keep going.
So maybe if you just start, and that goes for both of us, we'll get to that point. But I think we're talking about just like the actual just starting part. So,
but again, I to our credit, we are kind of like doing things, right? We just aren't putting the things that we know that we've learned into action. Crickets. But anyway, so I guess the other thing that I think you and I kind of talked about it, and I wish Shanita was here because I think that she probably would have like a different outlook on it. And so I was thinking about things that I could do to challenge myself, right? And I think when I was talking to you about it, I was saying like I need to start saving more because I'm kind of wasteful in the sense of like I like to buy clothes, and so I do. And so I'm not necessarily saving for anything specifically, but I just know I could do better with my money, right? And so, and I eat out a lot, a lot, a lot. And so some of those things I can and should cut back on. But should I? Should I?
that's
Because I enjoy them.
Right. That's the thing too, is kind of like, what's the balance? Like, part of it is like, you want this lifestyle, you work to have a certain lifestyle. Like, you should be able to enjoy it and do it because of the energy that you put out. You should be able to also do what makes you happy. So, I don't know.
Yeah, because are we like talking against what we just said? Like do what makes you like you know what I mean? So why not?
Yep. And I think that's my thing too. Like, I was having a conversation with my dad, and I was kind of like, part of it's like you want to be realistic, and part of it's kind of like you're gonna have to walk by faith and not by sight. So which one we gonna do? So when you're walking by faith, it's like that's where your happiness is for me. Walking by faith is like, that's where you're really truly is gonna be happy at. But then when you're trying to be realistic, you're more like, well, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I need to do, like surviving and eating and taking care of myself and other people. Like, that is this part of like the reality and practical part of life. So you have to choose. Are you gonna be like, am I gonna trust, or am I gonna try to do this myself?
Right, because I mean, if I buy clothes every day and then like I should just trust that my bank account's not gonna go empty, so I can buy clothes tomorrow too. I don't know. I don't know.
I
if
think
that
that's a
makes
good
sense,
mindset to
but
have.
whatever. But it just seems like excessive.
Okay, so for me, I think it's a difference in, like you said, not, I guess, doing what you love and cutting back, because you were saying, you need to save more money, but then you like eating out. And Crystal, you was like, there's a balance. Well, for me, it's just like, I guess my question would be, why do you feel that you need to save more money? Is it something that you want to purchase, or is it that you just want to have money? Because I still feel like there's room and you can do both. Like, instead of, just say for instance, if you want to save, I don't know, I just throw a number out, $100, $100 every 2 weeks or something, and just say you're eating out maybe $100 or $200. So what you may can do is say, okay, instead of eating out every day or every other day, maybe like once or twice a week. Or instead of getting the big meal, let me get like the little kids meal, or let me get like a little sample plate. Or, you and your baby can like what is it, like split something. So, or you can buy one meal, split it into two, and then you still have, two. So it's ways around it that you just have to kind of get creative as to what you're doing. And then I think too, like, pick the restaurants that you just really, really like, or pick the days that okay, I can't cook, and then you could still save. You could just still cut back on what it is, how many days or how often or what type of eating out. Like, I love seafood. I love a seafood boil, like the bags or whatever. To me, I have tried cooking them, and it don't be giving. Like, I don't know how these people be doing it on YouTube, because I be watching their videos and their food be looking amazing. I feel like you can smell it through the TV. But yeah, when I do it, it don't come out. Like, it's nothing like me going to purchase me a seafood bag, get my gloves, my little kid bib. I can taste it now. But seafood is expensive, honey. It is. And it's just like, that would be something I would have to do like maybe twice or once a month, instead of saying, okay, I ain't gotta have it every week. So instead of like a seafood bag or a seafood boil, I can get like a piece of fish and fries, or like condense it down. Y'all, this make me hungry. But okay.
Well, but maybe it goes into is, are you substituting that for not dealing with another issue, is where it goes into. I mean, I don't like saying it and putting people out like that, but we're here.
No, because Crystal, you know that I literally get joy, and I always have gotten joy out of getting a deal. It could be for clothes, it could be for food, it could be for a car, like it could be for anything. I like a deal.
Yeah, but you said excessive though. That's the thing.
It is excessive.
Like, whenever we start doing stuff in excess, like, I feel we are using that to fill a void somewhere. That's what I think.
Okay.
But anyway, so I said just pick one. Do you want to do something about it or no?
I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like I should. Okay. Just because I know I can do differently than I'm doing now.
So you want to set some goals, right? You remember how you asked me if I had picked the day, and you were trying to get me to do some stuff? It's your turn.
But did you set a day?
I said I'm going to start working within a week.
So guess what? This is the challenge, right? I will challenge myself to cut back in some really, yeah.
What does that mean though? That's too vague for me.
Right.
Well, I don't know. That's too vague for me, and it's not measurable. That's my thing. Like,
well, wait. I'm getting there. I'm going to set some measurables, Crystal. I don't know what they are right now. So.
Okay, I interrupted you. But what were you gonna say? You're going to cut back.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut back. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cook at home more. Mm-hmm. That's all I got.
How about you unfollow that woman that be giving you all the good
deals? I cannot.
Well,
she knows all of the good deals. Her name is so that you guys can start following her. I'm gonna give you her name.
So while you looking it up,
her name is Lulu Prime. and she's on Instagram, and she finds all of the Amazon like good deals, meaning like, you know, $60 boots that you can buy for like $9.99, and why would you not buy 4 of them? And so that's what I mean when I say excessive. So it's stuff like that. But yeah, no, I can't unfollow her because that just doesn't make sense to me.
You can't unfollow her for a week.
Her deals go really fast. Like,
so you think in a week there's going to be something that's going to make your life better in those 7 days that she's going to show and you're going to miss?
Okay, you know what? I mean, hello, I can do anything. I will figure out how to unfollow her. Do you people see? You probably can't see, but this is the unfollow button.
Okay.
And I did it. Did you want to give us a date, dear?
I gave you a week, so I can give myself a week. What am I supposed to do in a week, though? Like I can go in and say I'm gonna. Well, I know I can go in the software. I don't know if I have to download or if it's just a website, and I can go and put all the stuff in it and edit it. I don't know if I can say I'm gonna be finished with the book by
No.
But what I can do is say I can at least go in and like edit and do. It's a week. I can say and do
Can you do the cover in a week?
Yeah, I can do the cover in a week.
So that's a reasonable, attainable goal.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave her alone for a week. I feel like I don't know how, I don't do drugs or nothing, but I feel some kind of withdrawal happening here. I feel a little itchy.
Okay, so don't go in and go and type her name up just to see what's going on.
You know what I will say that I have been trying, and I saw somebody, I think on Instagram say it, but they said put something in, if you're finding things, you're shopping or whatever, put something in your cart, leave it for, did they say 24 or 48 hours? And if you think about it again, then, give it another 24 hours. And if you still, have it in your mind to get this thing, then go ahead and buy the thing, right? But if you've forgotten about it, then it was not a thing that you actually really needed. So I thought that was a good tip. And I've been doing that. I remember most of the things because I need them though. So.
Because you really want them.
Oh, but there was these I'm thinking about them now. So it's probably been a week. These faux leather leggings I thought were so cute.
They sound cute.
Yeah.
And what would you wear that with? Like, what color were the leggings? What would you wear?
They were black, and I would wear them with some kind of, actually, I would wear them 2 ways. I would wear them with like a gym shoe and like some kind of hoodie, to make it casual, or I would dress it up and wear maybe like a longer sweater, like a dressier sweater or something like that with some boots.
Yeah, that sounds cute. That's what I was thinking, like the long sweater and the boots. That sounds cute.
And maybe a jean jacket over it or something like that. Yeah. So I'm thinking about him again. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, Takara, how about we do another little, what is it, like fashion thing, but we can do it for the fall/winter, because I think the last one we did, I think it was more like summertime. Yeah, because it was like crop tops and stuff like that. So can we get one but like for the winter and fall? And I'm trying to think because it's so many things that I want. You know what? I wonder, could you do, I've been seeing a lot of people do it now. I don't know how they are doing it, but it's like I see like the results where people are sharing it on Facebook, but it's like they going like on Shein or whatever, and they just say, I tell you, oh, I want this certain type of look, but I don't know how to find the outfit. So you will go in, find it, put it in the cart, and then, I pay for it. So it's just like, they are paying this girl for services to find their outfits for them, put it in their cart, and then they pay for it. So that's the thought. It's kind of like you getting your shopping out, even though you're not getting it, but you actually getting paid to shop for other people. That's a thought.
But okay, so also look at it like this: like Christmas is coming up, Black Friday is coming up. You can also say, "I'm going to save so I can buy more for then." Like you can kind of trick yourself into like not buying.
Or I can start early, and then that way I won't have to buy a whole bunch later.
No, because you're still gonna buy later. That's the thing. You're going to
But
buy
I don't
later.
have to buy a whole bunch.
You're still going to.
Okay.
If you do it on the front end, by the time the back end comes where you don't have to buy a lot, you can be like, oh, but I didn't know this deal was gonna be here. How am I gonna pass up this one? Like they're gonna be great deals in the end.
So that's another thing, right? Christmas, I only have one child. And I have, nieces and nephews and cousins and stuff like that too. But I've been saying for last year in my mind, I was like, we are going to minimize some of this toy stuff because, I don't know about you all's kids, but my kid, you can keep all them toys that she asked for because if you give her the iPad or access to the TV, it's a wrap on all of that other stuff. So in my mind, it's kind of like, why am I still buying all this crap that she literally asked for, but don't, my sister asked her the other day, Carrington, have you played with that dollhouse? And Carrington was like, nope. You mean this big old contraption that sat in my living room up until like April?
So how long have she had it?
She got it for Christmas.
Okay, so she got it for Christmas last year. We're coming up on another Christmas, and she has not played with it lately.
I mean, maybe 1 or 2 times, literally.
So yes, I'd like. Do you have any suggestions or ideas of what you may do to minimize?
Just don't buy as much crap. How did you guys do Christmas? Well, you don't have a little one anymore. So
also I would say for me, it goes back to what I said earlier about like a lot of things, like monetary things don't make me happy, so I kind of force that on other people that I care about too. So I limit them with what I spend my money on because I feel like it's about the thought that counts. So I'm not gonna be buying anybody anything that costs $200. You're probably not gonna be getting anything that costs $150. Like my daughter may get what costs the most, but that's when she was younger. Now you're a full grown adult, like you have a job, a home, you fully take care of yourself. It's not the same as buying for a child in my mind. So it's not gonna be expensive.
And you know what? I'll tell you another thing, right? Mentally, in my mind, I think the look of Christmas, meaning like her coming downstairs to a bunch of crap, made me feel like I did right by her or something.
Yeah, because you want to see the excitement on your child's face, and knowing that, which it is going to be excitement. They're going to be happy for a good 2 hours. And you have pictures and all these things.
And they usually pick that one thing. And I will even tell you this, like, Carrington has had me save like big cardboard box packages. I could go get one now. Because I will cut it out and she will take the whole cardboard thing, lay it flat on the ground, and she will color on it for hours. This whole free cardboard box.
I feel like that was the fun part. Like when I look back on my childhood, like I'm my only child, so my parents had the ability to get me more things. And the things that made me happy was like building a tent, like in the living room and going through it. I can't even remember most of the gifts I got. Like I got a couple of big good gifts, but other than that, I don't remember what I got.
Yeah, and so like I said, I think it all goes back to me,
because I really feel also that when she gets older, she's not going to remember most of these things.
No, she's not.
But also, do you feel like you have kind of set it up where she's gonna expect a lot now, or do you think would be okay?
Um, that's a good question. I I do feel like Carrington has a bit of what is it when a person just assumes certain things, or
Yeah,
feel like a bit of entitlement, like
yeah.
it's just a given that these things are going to happen because this is how it's always happened. So why would it not be this way? You're confusing me now, you know? And you're wrong for confusing me.
Yeah, like, don't worry, you're not by yourself. I can definitely relate.
So, yeah, actually, I think that's a thing that I need to work on and make sure I don't set her up for failure because that is not how life works.
Exactly. And it's like,
Yeah.
you don't want your kids to get to a space and be like shocked and don't know how to manage the world because they think it's just supposed to be given to them because we care about them so much. We want to give them everything because we can. But we also want them to know, like, hey, this is what's going to happen. Like, if for one day I'm not here, you're in a different city, wherever you're at, I need you to be able to take care of you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something to think about. Something to think about. Do you feel like you had any of that, like sense of like like how do you address that? How do you do
I
you feel like
thought
as an only child you had that?
I never had that. I was more, I I should have had it because I feel like my parents done like a whole lot for me and they want to make sure that they gave me what they thought was best and all of these
Mhm.
things. So I should have had it. But I think for me, I latched on to because you do so much for me, I gotta be independent. Like I want to be independent. Like
Almost
I
like
don't want
you
you.
needed freedom
Yeah, yeah.
because like I can actually do these things for myself. So, you know, hmm. Because actually this is funny because I like since Carrington has started school, she's been wanting to do her morning routine. Now Carrington moves slow as molasses. Slow, slow, slow. And so, um, but one night, I told her, I was like, Carrington, if you wake up early, like at the point in which I wake up and I go downstairs and start fixing your lunch, if you can wake up then and get your breakfast eaten, and then you can do your own morning routine. That's brush your teeth, wash your face, put her lotion on, put her clothes on. That's her morning routine. She usually has braids, so it's not much to do there. And one morning, she did wake up like when I woke up. She came down here for a minute. She ate, her little breakfast, and then she went upstairs. She did her little morning routine. I still had to but anytime I touched anything, she's like, I can do it myself. She's so, I don't know. Because I do find her saying that a lot lately. I can do it myself.
So do you feel like you do a lot of things for her that she can do herself?